Thanks, LOI.
It's tricky. It's tricky.
Yeah, that's terrible, nigga.
Nigga, that's why.
Like, niggas was making fun of Tom Dubois, but like that's a realistic fear, nigga. Especially for a lawyer. Like you got to think he sends niggas to this hellhole. Might be in there niggas who trying to get some get back. They was on the opposition,
opposite ends. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nigga.
Other end of the spectrum. It gets tricky.
But speaking, this was just a random thought I had. But what percentage of women do you think are like bad bitches, but you don't know because they fat? Because I saw this one shit, fucking content reels and shit. Weight loss journeys. This one girl, she went from being huge to fucking incredibly immaculate, nigga, like sensational. She was built credible. And like I've had relations with one of those who used to be on a different scale. Now she on her Victoria's Secret model shit.
But it depends.
Go ahead.
It's different types of fat. It's fat where it's like, all right, it's like muscle fat. It's like on the bitch. It's connected to her. And then it's fat where it's like cellulite. It's kind of like loose skin. I feel like only a certain level of bitches like can go from fat bitches to like slim, no like soggy shit right here. Like, you know what I mean?
It's got to be genetic. Not everybody's skin bounce back. And there's like a level.
Nigga,
there's
not a lot.
There's a certain amount of weight that you can't lose though. You can't go from being huge to skinny because then you're just going to have a bunch of fucking parachute baggy ass skin.
But it depends.
But if you still like thick, but in like a sexy way, that's like optimal. And that's really what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Because I said Victoria's Secret model. Now I'm thinking about it, they'd be like famished bitches.
I get what you're saying though.
Yeah.
More like I get what you're saying. Natural Southern persuasion.
What percentage of women do you think could even like undermine this transformation?
Nigga, not a lot.
Word, like
not a lot. Not a lot. Go from fat to bad. First of all, if you're bad skinny, you should be
slimmer.
Damn near bad fat. Like, damn, this be damn near bad fat.
But see, that's the thing though. The one that I saw, not the one that I had relations with, but the one that I saw on my Instagram, whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't have even like looked twice at her. Like, she would have burped. You would have felt uncomfortable. Like, you feel me? Like, yeah, just because of the situation.
Yeah.
It's aesthetically not pleasing. She went from that to like, if you burped, you wouldn't even care, nigga. It might smell good.
Like you like oh burp. Like it's like, oh yeah, I love when this bad bitch.
You know, metaphorically speaking.
Yeah. I can't see it happening. You saw the TikTok, and that's the problem. Because one TikTok can create this whole image, like to where you're starting to.
I'm just thinking, where's these demographic of hoes?
You thinking of questions that like really isn't even a question.
Yeah.
Because like there are bad bitches that are fat. Can a bitch go from a bad fat bitch to like in shape bitch? Like, damn, that bitch just wore fat better.
Man, nigga, there's nothing new under the sun, nigga.
Yeah.
Every combination that is possible is happening.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's been the case sometimes. Because like she could lose what made her bad. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
All that fluff.
Yeah.
Oh, nigga, that shit might have been her superpower, nigga. That's like a sane Kanye, nigga. Like, you ain't bipolar or nothing.
Kanye is incredible. This nigga running for president and shit, if you don't know, Ye24. Bro, I was watching this shit. I was getting my hair braided and shit. She just had on Kanye. And I'm like, I would vote for this nigga. Like, dude,
what was he talking about?
He was talking about, educational system. Like, the money is going to places that aren't even economically valuable.
Nigga trying to
like, you know how he
some funds.
Yeah. I was actually watching him, and I was like, if he knew a couple more words, he would be the greatest speaker ever. Like Malcolm X type, I'm telling you.
I don't know.
He need to read an encyclopedia. This nigga will become a master.
He might be, maybe not even that he's like a sensational speaker, but when he does speak, he's captivating.
He's passionate.
He's got like that charm, like that magnetic ability.
It's passion.
Like a Pac.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you know, niggas just start speaking the rooms.
Like
you know,
Bob Ross or something.
yeah, Bob, his soft spoken ass. Yeah,
It's lit. Yeah.
you can't help but to listen to the nigga. It's so gentle on your ears.
But he was just talking shit, and I was like, it's like he was just funny. He was a little funny, and that might have been the reason. Like, yo, I would vote for this nigga. Like,
We're tired of boring politicians. You know, we need some
but
personality.
he's real. He's real. I don't know how transparent he really is, but from what I be seeing, from what he be posting on Twitter,
He seems pretty transparent. Yeah, he seems pretty transparent.
Nigga, I was a sex addict. I'm bipolar,
He told us about the
Woo-dee, woo-woo.
liposuction. Drake still ain't came clean about that shit.
and everybody knows it. There's a couple niggas that got that
Kanye
shit.
for president is like, I don't know.
Who else though? Joe.
Hopefully somebody qualified, nigga.
I don't know. I don't think you can ever be qualified for that chair. I think it's literally like an impossible position.
You have to have some level of mental and emotional stability,
Of
which
course.
what scares me about Kanye because he has a lot of manic states. You don't want a nigga who could just like fucking lose control of his emotions and control of everything else, nigga.
Well-
like even in this book I'm reading, it was talking about how JFK was handling the Cuban Missile Crisis and shit, right? And like, you know, he had a bunch of niggas barking at him with their advice. And it's like if he would have just acted on emotions and tried to listen to them, because a lot of niggas around the time was like, yo, he's not handling this shit well. Like he's not being aggressive enough.
Yeah.
But ultimately, he found a place of stillness. And he was able to, you know, make a real rational decision, you know, cleanse out the outside noise, emotionally stable, nigga. Kanye believes one thing, then he believes some other shit. And a lot of the times he's believing some cool shit.
Tony, JFK was a
I don't
fucking
know.
sex addict.
I didn't say he was flawless.
He had to bust a nut before he hit the podium, nigga.
I didn't say he was
and that's
flawless.
facts. I'm gonna try to find the article and put that up. I read that like he had to bust like I can't go up here like this.
Was it JFK? I don't know.
Bro, once you're at
I don't know if it was him. I
it was
think it was him.
JFK. He was fucking Marilyn
Cuban
Monroe.
Missile Crisis?
Yeah.
Keep going.
But yeah, nigga, that was JFK. He was fucking Marilyn Monroe.
No, I
Which
know
I don't
JFK
even-
doing
which-
that, but in the Cuban Missile Crisis,
Marilyn Monroe's like she's still alive for some reason.
like
She's
dead, but
culturally.
yeah. She was like the first.
I never understood that shit.
She was the first real symbol of sex. You get what I'm saying? From women, because there was a point in time when niggas was on chastity
bitches, yeah.
belts and shit. Like the standards was different. You couldn't be that vulgar on television and film and all that. Like nowadays, you just open up your phone and you just see ass twerking.
Yeah.
Now you see ass getting fucked. Like this would have been unacceptable back in that time, nigga.
I saw Doja Cat performing at the VMAs 2020, like some old shit. Bro, this bitch was damn near naked. I was like, yo, like a body skin
It
suit
was Kennedy.
with with you know, where areolas painted, you know, where her areolas are. It's like, yo, like I don't have kids, but it's like like if I did, would I care if my kids are watching this bitch butt ass naked?
But if it was your
You know what
daughter,
I mean?
probably. But you wouldn't give a fuck if it's your son because there's a double standard with that. But they got on Marilyn Monroe ass. You know that infamous picture where she's standing over like the little vent shit and is blowing her dress up? And she's like, she all cutesy and shit, like trying to put it down and shit. You know that picture. It's the most, it's Marilyn Monroe. That was like blasphemy, nigga. Like, there was angry. If there was Twitter back then, she would have been canceled. There was public outrage over that shit. And all she was showing was a little panties, nigga. If that, whatever the motherfucking stocking shit is that they be wearing on the legs.
You gotta understand that this is only for white America. Because in the motherfucking, what they used to call it, the boombox rooms, whatever the fuck they used to call it, you know, shout out to all of them. In those rooms, nigga, it was a lot, like our culture is just more open. Like we're bitches twerking.
So you saying we leading this?
If bitches twerking now, they was probably doing some crazy shit then.
If bitches is like with
Yeah.
the current state of affairs and how things is going, what is going to be in the future?
Nigga,
It's either going like the pendulum just keeps swinging back and forth. It's either going to get worse, and I don't see how it could get worse.
I don't think.
Or I mean, unless we just return to nudity.
I think
like just seeing titties on TikTok and Instagram, unfucking hinged, no clothing, no nothing. That's the only thing that could be worse. Because at least now it's subtle still to a certain extent. Like shit is jiggling, but you ain't seeing no nip. You ain't seen no lips.
You know, life is a wave. Like, for the past couple of years, we've been going through a big-ass tidal wave, monsoons, tsunamis and shit. Mm-hmm. Eventually, that shit is going to calm down. Like, when OnlyFans first came out, it's nothing like how it is now. Like, when it first came out, like, OnlyFans, it was like, OnlyFans. You would think every bitch that was doing it was getting paid thousands of dollars a month. Come to find out, only 1% of the bitches is living off that shit. So it's like...
But so many women are doing OnlyFans that 1% is probably a lot of people.
Nigga, come on
You
now.
get what I'm saying?